Tape Reader Joe here. So once again, I am back. Let's have a look at what happened today. So first of all, I went to the 1 hour time frame to look and find the 1 hour fair value gap and mark this up as my point of interest, as you can see. Now, I try and do this, at the beginning of my session, see where price is in relation to it as a possible point of interest for later on, and then kind of flip through the timeframes for any other kind of significant timelines to see what's been happening. Also, of course, something that I'll be honest with you, I often forget, but it's also important to check the news to anticipate when you might find that liquidity or that injection of liquidity. I use obviously Forex Factory, it's quite clear. Tuesday, no red folder news, so we're good. I just expect it to do what it has to do at 9:30, so that's my focus. Then on this 1 minute, I notice that fair value gap or balanced price range. You've got to see the two fair value gaps lined up, and how price has been reacting to that. So that's my secondary point of interest, to see where price is in relation to this come 9:30. As I have the point of interest down below, I'm expecting price to head towards there at 9:30. I've seen this happen before. It will consolidate back and forth in a range until 9:30, from now until 9:30, and then drop down into that point of interest. So this is where I have to learn to be patient, which I'm getting much better at, and just wait for things to happen on the schedule. And I say schedule at which they happen. Now, I may well have had the computer on and be watching it, and it's tempting when that happens to jump in early. You get FOMO, you see the price dropping down. Oh, is that the move? But no, just wait and wait and wait until you get to your time window. I'm also looking at where the prices in relation to the midnight open and the 7:30 open, and I want to see price above those two time frames. So now as we approach that 9:30 time, I'm waiting to see the reaction, and that reaction starts to come on. I'm fearful, I'll be honest with you. I'm thinking I really need to get in, price is just going to drop, but I'm holding fire because I expect at 9:30 we should clear that liquidity up at the 25,900 mark. Actually was where I was looking, but as you can see, price starts to move upwards. I jump in on the sell at that point. That was enough for me, and as you can see, price started. I saw the big long wick, I closed it, we hit my stop loss, and I thought, oh, actually maybe it's going the opposite direction. I'll be honest with you, again, I wasn't too sure, but then I get another wick, so I'm like, maybe that is it, because it's going into my point of interest. That's what I'm looking for. And as you can see, it is now moving down in the direction that I originally said. And this is why it's important just to wait and wait and wait. I was looking for price to reach the top of my magic line, but when I saw that this green candle, I was like, maybe not. And as you can see, that's where I closed. Now, this is where I guess experience comes in, and I wasn't as confident as I would have liked to have been, and I should have jumped straight back in, because that was your reversal that we were looking for, that I would have been looking for to get to ride this up to my take profit area, which is the 1.618 extension that we hadn't reached yet from this morning. So as you can see, I actually jumped in again to a sell, thinking it was going to drop that little bit lower further. And then when I noticed that it wasn't quite going in the right direction, I'm like, no, it's going to be a long, I actually changed the direction of this, because as you can see, price was moving up higher and higher. I flip and switch and go for the long and head for the 1.618 extension, which had been on the chart from obviously this morning because of the magic lines. I see that swing high, but I'm just holding on, because it's quite clearly bullish. We're heading up through the power of three numbers. I'm on the 27 range on the power of three. This is my partition plot. This is the simple version for me, which I am using. And that's how it's gone thus far. Now price hits the range, the high of that range, but not quite at my take profit. Now as price just kind of stalls here, I'm wondering, is this going to give me a pullback so I can get in again? And actually, yeah, it does. So what you'll see now is that price dips down low. You get this drop. I was worried at first, but I thought to myself, actually, this would give me an opportunity to get in, but how low will it go? I jump in at that point there and look to obviously maximize the return. And I think, yeah, we're definitely going to that 1.618 extension level. And here we see again price kind of fall short of it. And this is the part that, I'll be honest with you, really kicks me and annoys the hell out of me, because we can fall short of it. The question is, do you just take the profit there and then and be done with it, or do you hold on until you get to your take profit? Is it worth it? It's just a couple of pips away. But you have to make that split decision there and then, whether to actually wait for it to hit your TP. And as I'm seeing all of these swings on both sides, I'm like, oh no, what is going on? Do I just get out of it and save that mental equity, or hold on? There is a certain satisfaction to know that your take profit has been hit, because it means that your analysis has been right. And I'll be honest with you, that is something that I'm still battling with, because at the end of the day, I'm up. What do I need that little bit more for? It's enough. At this point, it's not going to make a huge difference to my P&L. But, you know, I'm still kind of battling with myself at this point, whether or not to just hold on until it meets the 1.618. Do I take what I've got? As you can see, it's hit my one stop loss because I was there. Look, and as you can see, this is me battling. So I jump back in again because I'm like, oh man, I want it to hit that 1.618 level. And this is part of the psychology that you have to kind of get over, or I'm still trying to get over as such, because I really want that. And there you have it. I actually say, do you know what? Enough is enough. There's no point in killing myself, but that doesn't last too long. I actually find that gap here where I think that's where price is going to go. I change the partition plot to the current price, and I'm like, yeah, we're definitely heading up there. It's got to make it. Look at those two equal lows. It's got to reach the top of that price range. And sure enough, it reaches the 1.618 level. Of course it does, because that's what I believe it's programmed to do. And there we have it. If I just held on, then that would have been it. But as you can see, I was trying to extend now further and chasing what I didn't get because I jumped out early. And again, this is just all mental equity that you just do not necessarily need. And I think, that has been my biggest learning from today, is that once you've got your trade, just stick with it. Move it to move your stop loss to break even. It's better than getting a loss at the end or losing some money because it's got ended up going in the wrong direction after you've been trying to hold on, because price has got this thing of not reaching a certain price level to build up more liquidity before getting there. And so, as one of the key things I've learned is to keep moving my stop loss up above, so I take take some off, so to speak, and I don't lose it all if it turns back. And as you can see, that's what's happened, and I am, you know, that's it for me. Well, at least I thought that would be it for me. But I hopefully you found this insightful and useful, and I look forward to seeing you on the next session. Show me how you got on today as well.